Welcome back. We are just days away from the Oscars here on RTV6. And again this year, there's a little bit of concern among some about the lack of diversity among those nominees.
Yeah. This award season has welcomed a slew of diverse talent. Awkwafina became the first Asian American to win the Golden Globe for Best Actress. And the South Korean thriller Parasite got 6 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture.
I used to be called Parasite, so I want Parasite to win. That's a different story. But there's still criticism because of a lack of female directors and people of color among the nominees for the top acting categories at the Oscars this year. ABC's Romina Puga has more from Los Angeles.
I'm working on a novel.
This year, the Oscars taking heat for once again ignoring female directors.
I'm gonna be free or die.
And only having one person of color in the top acting categories.
This year's Oscars got some backlash for their lack of diversity in their nominees.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about that? Was it surprising?
You know, I'm never surprised by what happens in the industry because it's been an industry fraught by lack of inclusion and diversity.
UCLA sociologist Darnell Hunt is behind the annual Hollywood Diversity Report, examining trends in film and TV.
I think the pattern over the last few decades has been a couple steps forward, a couple steps backwards.
After a diverse group of nominees in 2019 with Green Book, Black Panther, and Roma each taking home Oscar statues, the 2020 nominations were a bit of a disappointment.
Our society has continually diversified to the point where we're over 40% people of color now. And of course, women have always been the slight majority, you know, in the country, slightly over 50%. But Hollywood hasn't reflected that reality.
The Academy has been diversifying its voting pool since the hashtag #OscarsSoWhite controversy in 2016. And it's worth noting that a record 62 women were nominated for Oscars this year, almost a third of the total nominees. Over the years, there's been progress for women and people of color on screen, but not behind the scenes. Female directors would have to quadruple to reach proportionate representation with men.
I'm so sick of people saying that love is just all a woman is fit for.
Many industry experts believe Little Women director Greta Gerwig was snubbed a Best Director nomination.
You can't control the world around you, but you can try to work as hard as you can. And I think what makes it undeniable is the sheer number of women making work.
Hunt concludes it's important to annually document diversity in the industry, but more importantly is to connect those changes to the bottom line.
Because after all, it's show business, and the only color that matters in Hollywood is green.
In Los Angeles, Romina Puga, ABC News.
And don't forget, you can find out who takes home the Oscars this Sunday. Where? Right here, only RTV6. Our coverage begins with the red carpet show at 6:30, followed by the 92nd Academy Awards live at 8 o'clock Sunday night on RTV6. And the winner is, for Best Forecast, Todd Clawson. Every day, even